Mike is live.
We're live.
Change.
Is it fun?
Mike is live.
Mike is live. Sorry guys, we had a technical issue at the moment.
I pressed the button, I'm sorry.
Hi. And we will start in a minute. Just a second, let us set us up properly. It's the first time we actually doing it well. Not really the first
Live.
Live. So here we'll do videos.
Oh, here we are.
So I'll mute that. Yes, we
This is
have
exciting.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Two minutes. We have 2 minutes to put the last makeup and do the last arrangements and everything.
Doing it now.
I need to drink.
Is that yours?
Where's mine?
I think yours is
Oh,
over.
you left it over
Can
there.
you please bring it to me?
I'll get it.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to have a dry throat.
That would never do.
Okay, so we are everyone 1 minute to start.
Okay.
We are happy to go live for you guys.
Just for you.
To allow you to vent a bit, to allow us to vent a bit. Are you okay then?
I'm in.
It's worth pointing out that I will be looking at my phone. I'm going to be doing a bit of fact checking for Toy and Goy. So forgive me, but there will be times.
He's not rude.
I'm not being rude. But yes, hi, I'm Joy.
So it's 8 o'clock in a few seconds. We can
Should we start the countdown?
But
10,
it's like I don't know the second.
Eight,
Suddenly it will change.
7,
Suddenly it will change.
6,
And then we like live.
5,
Live. Mike is live.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi.
Hiya.
I'm
Hello.
Toy.
I'm Goy.
And I'm Joy.
And we are here to discuss about our.
Devastating news. Devastating news.
It's not our news.
Well, no,
It's
but
not our news.
It has devastated us.
Thanks to the Ukraine main broadcaster, it's their news.
Yeah.
We will try to, we are trying in our channel not to involve politics when we're doing those. But I think
Today it became political.
it's something that it's not that. I think it's something that we need to talk about because Eurovision is party, Eurovision is songs, Eurovision is about having fun, and the moment politics is getting involved, everything starts to be smelly.
Smelly, yeah.
And it's horrible. So we will explain exactly what happened.
What are you looking at?
He's
just looking at dresses.
Not true.
Are you replacing a more? Maruv
I am currently looking at the story we're about to talk about on my phone as
was
per my job description.
An advert for a dress on ASOS, and he was just.
So for all of you that are here, thank you. For all of you, behave. Where is your shirt today? Where is your toy?
He just demanded that I put mine on.
Yeah, of course.
Hello and
So-
welcome.
Sorry.
So for all those who are joining us now, do not understand what happened. Let's give you a bit of a summary of today's events. Maruv, the representative from Ukraine,
Yeah.
which
Smashed it on Saturday
a
night.
smashing song with a very, very good chances to win the competition. The hype around this song was so high, but the Ukrainian broadcaster put some paragraphs in the contract with the artist saying that they are not allowed to perform in Russia. I don't know for how long. Maruv was already
Had concerts.
at
lined up
concerts
and has already performed there.
and she was planning to perform there as well again this year, and she decided that a career is a bit more important and I cannot completely agree. I can't completely agree more with her.
Yeah, I think we can all agree we'd want to look.
It's a horrible
after
situation.
Our own careers
And a horrible decision to make.
Yeah, and in the end of the day, the way I see it, contestants that coming to represent the country, first of all, representing themselves and trying to promote the career. The second in the line is representing the country. That's why my belief. And I'm sorry to hear that Ukrainian broadcaster decided this decision.
Yeah.
What your thoughts about that?
I'm gutted. I am absolutely gutted because that song was fantastic and that was my winner. The first listen we had, if you haven't seen our video, there's a reaction video, check that out. I kind of lost it a little bit and thought, yes, this is Eurovision. This is going to smash it this year.
Right.
So it's gutting.
Yeah.
I think that I haven't heard the song yet. I know that Ukraine's been really strong in the past, obviously won a few times, and but I think it's disappointing that this has happened, but perhaps a little bit predictable at the same time.
Why are you saying that?
I'm only saying that because of the politics between the two countries at the moment. I know that obviously we all know that Russia and Ukraine are not exactly the best of friends, not really friendly neighbours. I think it's fair to say that. And there's been a conflict there since 2014. And, you know, they had this whole thing with Russia. Do you remember Russia?
Mm-hmm.
They had this whole thing, didn't they? Was it last year or the year before?
Yeah, year before the Eurovision was held in Ukraine.
Yes.
And the Ukraine broadcaster had a special comment, or I don't know, condition that the artists that did not
Had not been.
It was that they wouldn't have performed, I think, in Crimea, if I'm right.
Yes.
Obviously, if we get any of this wrong, or you feel it's wrong, comment.
Yes,
That's
please
what
let
we're
us
all
know
about.
because
We're only having a discussion here, so...
Thank you, Simple Turek.
Simple Turek. We've seen today Jamala's short video about her asking Maruv, Karim Island, Ukraine or not, and it was so awkward.
It was live.
I watched it twice and I felt so uncomfortable. Like, why, Jamala? Why are you doing that? Why? You've been in Eurovision. You won the competition. Respect, but...
I think that maybe what we're not understanding from a United Kingdom point of view, we haven't been in this sort of situation like people in Ukraine or people on the Russian side of the border, anyone involved. We haven't been there. We don't know what it's like to be in that situation. And yeah, and I mean, we're getting lots of comments, which is brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I think that it's hard for us to comprehend what it's like, and I think that perhaps the mood in Ukraine is not friendly to Russia for understandable reasons. It's a shame that it's spoiling something like this.
Yeah.
Should be a celebration, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Not getting into politics maybe too
Someone
much.
just said Jamala's parents live in Crimea.
Still,
So-
what rights does it give?
I think I knew that. I understood that from when she won. I understood, guys, the song and the power of the song, and I think it was a nice message when Ukraine won. I think that that was a nice message, but now...
Are there any viewers here that are Ukrainian and disagree with Maruv's decision? Please let us know. Let us know in the comment below, because it will be interesting to see if there is like anger
Support
about the decision, because in the end of the day she could have decided.
It's definitely the problem of the management of the broadcaster. We're not saying for a minute that we're not attacking Jamala. We're not doing that. We're just pointing out that there are things happening maybe on television and within media in Ukraine that wouldn't necessarily happen in Germany or France or United Kingdom. They're just
We're not
the same.
Someone said Jamala ranked Maruv second. We're talking about a clip where she asked her a very politically charged question in the middle of a music talent show.
It was end or before? I don't know. I didn't see.
But perhaps it was shocking to us. Perhaps to us, it's shocking.
Well,
but perhaps to Ukrainians, it's not.
Joy,
that,
Maruv's
it's not that
face. You didn't see that.
Yes.
Maruv's face did not lie.
So when she
was
performed,
like,
she was this absolute...
Was it pure horror? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
When she performed, she was this powerful unit so much confidence, charisma, and then when she answered the question, it was like she shrank into this little child, being like,
Right,
"Oh,
okay.
I need to say the right answer." It was really awkward, but
Yeah, there was a lot of unrelated to the political issue. In our video
Yeah.
and in the comments, there was a lot of discussion about the performance itself.
and the taste and the whether it was appropriate.
Yes. And,
Right, is that
and
because it was quite
It's
sexual?
very, very provocative.
Okay.
And
That's
lots
a
of-
Eurovision tick, isn't it?
But lots of people were commenting, why is a woman showing everything off in order to
Right.
make art? But
Yeah.
they're completely fully clothed, so there's no flesh on show. But it's very, very suggestive, and
Okay.
I can see why people would be a bit like, hang on, this is a bit too much. Kids may be watching this, but at the same time, I thought it was a very powerful feminist message, because the song's called Siren Song. You know what sirens are?
yeah, we are just. I want to do it I do it in a low volume because I don't want them to detect this.
Okay.
But I want you to see exactly, and we can discuss.
Okay, so I'm now gonna watch this, and I'll be able to give you my reaction during.
Yes, I don't want the microphone.
It's going to distract you, isn't it?
No, I don't want the microphone to take the audio from it, because then you know what will happen.
But yes, I thought it was a very powerful woman attack on men. That's how I took it as. It's
Right.
there's no men on stage. It's just women. The song's called Siren Song, and they are kind of revenge. I think it's like a vengeance against men, and I liked it.
Okay.
I agree with what Daniel said.
Oh, it's Daniel.
Hello, Daniel. He said, "Stop mixing music with politics. Music's supposed
Yes,
to unite."
that's kind of what we're discussing tonight. Where does it get blurred? What's
Because-
happening behind all of this?
So why is it? Hold on, I have a question for you. Sorry. Why is it okay to say music is to unite, music is to bring your hearts together, but remind you,
Hello.
1991, if I'm not wrong, Italy won with a very political song, Unite, Unite Europe, and Jamala won with a very, very political song, 1944. Why is it okay to send political songs at all to Eurovision? So if we are saying, let's separate politics and Eurovision.
I think, but Eurovision has always been, the songs have often always been about, not maybe politics, but they've always been about, sometimes they're quite schmaltzy, but I mean, think of the winner from the United Kingdom,
Yes.
Love Shine a Light.
Yes.
Yeah.
So think of that, think of that Tony Blair had come to power, Britain was booming, Britpop was happening, and then we had that at the same time.
Yes, but you can, some of the songs, like the
Would
UK
you-
song, you can
Look at the makeup.
you can translate it or understand it the way you want. But there are some songs straight political,
Yes.
using
So
political terms
Yes.
in the song itself. So why is that fine?
Are you saying political messages when they're due to countries is a bit iffy? Because Netta had a very political, social message in last year's song. It wasn't related to any country or government in particular, but it was
Right.
look, women are treated differently to men. Here's my political message about that.
So we can say that every subject is political.
Well, I think, but
maybe.
that's it's. I'm talking about songs where can cause conflicts, and when the representative comes and sing that song, 1944 was a very how to say it. It was a very direct song toward Russia.
Yes.
There was nothing.
Yes,
there
it
was
wasn't-
nothing.
it
There was
wasn't thinly
nothing.
veiled.
And
It-
we've had, so where is it? Cami says, as long as you're not naming a political politician or party, it should be okay.
But it's not again. So is it okay to name an event that happened, like 1944?
Which was
Yeah.
between countries.
And there,
Yes, but
and there are ideas as well. There are ideas expressed in music. There are ideas expressed. It's not just about politics. It's about ideas of victimhood, of remembering the past, of not just victimhood, of succeeding, of beating a rival, of having a war, of the sad things. We all do that, don't we? Music does become. We're just not used to it. What I'm saying is, in the west of Europe, North Europe, we are not used to that.
No.
So, for us, this is bizarre. It is bizarre. It's worthy of talking about. It's obviously something that we're not the only ones that find it interesting.
Yes, what you guys thinking about political songs? Is it okay to have political songs in the Eurovision? We are very serious today.
Yes,
oh
very,
my
very serious.
God.
We kind of, yes, we are.
Where are the jokes?
Where are the jokes? Where are the fun? Where are like
Yeah.
boogie
I think
boogie?
this is the most mature we've been in a long time.
Yes.
Yeah. All thanks to Joy.
I feel
You
like
bring the maturity?
have I
I don't.
have I instigated like question time for Eurovision?
Okay.
Is that what this is?
So, Jordan has said the contract also stated that she isn't allowed to improvise on stage, she wouldn't be allowed to talk to journalists, and she would have to pay all her expenses herself. It takes away her free speech. That's it.
Well,
That's-
I'm not saying Jordan is not bringing us correct news, but we need to take it into because what is it based on? Is it based on a news article, or is it based on you read the contract itself? We need to be careful here what we are spreading.
Some of the things that we're discussing, obviously, we're not journalists. We're not a news channel.
Yeah, we are not.
We don't work for CNN. You know, we can't verify things. So we are simply having a discussion with you guys and ourselves.
So, Cami's also said, Armenia and Azerbaijan have been at war for years. Their juries always rank each other last. Their artists don't talk to each other. It's awful. The EBU have done nothing. It's interesting, you said earlier, should the EBU do something about this today?
Yeah, that's another question I wanted to raise: is where is EBU role in all those conflicts?
Surely the EBU is neutral. The EBU is not here to express one way or the other. It's down to governments and politicians and all that other stuff to happen. It's just
And they're there
facilitating
to
a
make
singing
sure the
competition.
rules are followed, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's the black and white for the EBU.
Yeah.
Are you following the rules? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Well, it's sad. I'm sad for Maruv fans because
Like me.
The video we uploaded yesterday, it was 2:00 afternoon. It got to an unbelievable number. We couldn't believe because and we understand. Okay, there is a hype, big hype around this song. And we read yesterday that there is a chance that Maruv will not participate in the Eurovision, and I couldn't believe it will happen. Like, why? Why would they? But yeah, it's sad. It's sad for Maruv and Maruv fans, I think.
Yeah,
it's sad for Eurovision as well.
Yeah, it's more negative press for Eurovision.
I feel sorry for her as an artist, that she's not going to be able to do the thing that she really loves, that she's not going to be able to express herself in that way in front of all those people and represent her country. What a lovely thing to do.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem quite fair, and we'll have to see what happens in this. Does this mean Ukraine doesn't participate at all?
So
What does this mean?
I read just an hour ago. I read that the band or the song or the group that won the second place refused to sign on this contract as well.
Wow.
So
Wow.
So I think it will be a bit of a noise about that. Please let us know if you are from Ukraine and you have some news updates.
We have a
At the moment, they are trying to persuade other acts to go. Yes, thank you,
But
you,
now
thank
I'm
you,
in
Kami.
trouble.
If you're having difficulty
It's
persuading your acts to go,
again.
it's
Why
something...
why in the end of the day, Russia and Ukraine are very close, and in the end of the day, probably they are sharing some sort the same cultural music, and they're both of them are huge countries. So for an artist that starts in Ukraine and get his exposure in
Right.
Eurovision,
Yeah.
cannot go and continue his journey in his career in Russia. Why would they do that? Why would they sign on this kind of contract? I don't understand. But
when you explained it to me, I was going, I don't understand. Why would a country's broadcasting company not want to let one of their residents succeed and do well and show off where they come from, and that broadcasting company as a figure in that. It's like putting, okay, here's what we want. We want good things for our people, but also here's our pride, which is more important.
Yeah.
And like Joy said, we don't understand that. We don't. I guess you've got more of an
There's
idea.
There's a lot of comments here from people who I think you guys are Ukrainian, and you're saying that you want Maruv, but it's not going to happen, sort of thing. Which is quite sad.
I hope
Yeah, my
that
sympathy.
for Maruv, bad publicity is maybe it's good as
Should
well.
be good for her.
Yes,
I
because
hope
she
so.
has.
It's not her fault.
It's
Yeah.
not her fault at all, and I hope people in Europe will talk about this, because this is wrong. Whatever happened today with this news, this is wrong in so many
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
So
That's what I think.
It's not only political problem, it's corruption too.
why
The guy is so happy.
I'm not happy? Why are you saying?
I
Why
think because you didn't like the song. Or you didn't love it as much as I did.
I didn't.
Well, very true. I mean, we pointed out there's been an ongoing war, Lulu. We pointed that out at the beginning of the video.
Yes.
We know we're not immune to it. It seems a shame, is all we're saying, and we understand there are high feelings.
I'm still trying to understand Boris. Boris, can you please explain me why you said that I'm probably so happy right now? Because I'm not. I wanted to see Maruv on the stage. I wanted to see them in Tel Aviv. I think the song is so strong. I think that the performance is brilliant. Personally, it's not my taste of music, so that's what I said in the video. Why?
Well, the thing is, your videos are always really honest, aren't they? And there is a humour in them. We're not
You're
here
in there
to-
as well,
It's very true. It's very
He said because you hated her and her song.
No, and I hope that I will.
Really, you felt that strongly?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Please watch it again, and I will watch it again to see if that's how I came. Apologies if that's how you understood me on that video.
Yeah.
I love the song. I love the song. It's not my favorite taste of music. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was just trying to explain on that video.
I think it's a banger. I bloody loved it.
I agree, and it's one of those shows that will be so fun to watch, TV and in the hall.
Yeah.
It's like
Lulu said Ukraine is not close culturally to Russia.
Okay.
thank you, Lulu,
okay.
for.
All right.
I talked about musical taste, but if I was wrong, apologies.
It would be interesting, obviously, to
Please
find
explain
out
us.
more. We're always
Yeah.
wanting to
Please
find
explain
out
Because
more.
we used Google Translate to
Yeah.
translate hello. So we typed Ukrainian hello, and the word it gave us, we struggled to pronounce it. But a lot of people were saying that we'd written it in Russian, not Ukrainian.
So
But
Google Translate, I don't know what's going on there. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It
think-
just doesn't work.
I don't think Google Translate is like the standard. When
Excuse
it
me,
comes to
Joe.
proper
I
translation.
put the word hello. How complex is to know what hello in other languages?
what I would like to say,
Yes, but doesn't Google Translate rely on people putting into it? It's
No,
not.
no. I
I'd
tend
hope
to
it's
believe
official.
there is a limited. I tend to believe there is a limited language in the
hi
world.
Israel.
And hi Natalie. And
Sorry, I couldn't read that.
those hellos are limited. So what's the problem of Google Translate to mark the line between the low and the
Poppy,
country?
Hi, Austria.
Poppy, we share your pain. Maroon, sad
yeah.
face.
Hello,
that's
Austria.
how we're feeling.
I'd like to point out we had lots of comments on our video for Ukraine and a lot of varied views. It was
Yes.
quite
Yeah.
divisive.
Yes.
But we didn't get any nasty comments. Everyone who spoke to us and commented in really open ways to discuss. They didn't just come on and say, "Oh, you're an idiot, you're wrong,"
Well,
which
Yeah.
was
well,
really nice.
But hold on. Let me stop you here. We like the song. I think
True.
some of
True.
the like and the less nice comments that we are getting that attacking us, like Albania, like Slovenia, like Spain, that we said both of us agreed that we didn't like the song. Here in this case, we love the song. So why would they attack personally us?
But I'm just saying, even when they disagreed with what we said, the comments on that video, I'm not sure if they were all Ukrainian, but were lovely. I had some very
Yes.
interesting discussions with people.
I mean-
and thanks.
Having watched about 30 seconds
Sorry, I had to
of
stop
the
it because
video,
you talked about
I can confirm it might be a banger. I'd obviously have to listen to a
Did you
little
just
bit more.
stab in
but-
the heart the knife and rotate it?
That's not what I meant. I'm just,
That's
Ukraine-
interesting. Ukrainian people voted for Maruv. They've had their money stolen from them. If this was the BBC, they'd be entitled to a refund.
Very true. Well,
It's interesting.
okay.
Oh.
I can sympathise with that point of view.
Oh.
Because, yeah, they paid money to vote for that.
I have a
yeah.
different
But then
question.
I guess the decision was taken by the artist. It wasn't.
I have a
Whether
different
it's fair or not is another thing, but she made a decision,
But-
so it's a tough one to.
Okay.
I have a different question. The contract.
Yeah.
Why is it known to them only now?
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. They did know earlier.
That's something I'm not quite sure. How can you suddenly find out there are problematic paragraphs in the contract? Can you please explain
I would
me
have, I would have thought you might have exchanged contracts or like done a bit of that a few weeks ago. But I don't know. Does it strike you as odd? I mean, is this something that's just happened because
of the
someone's
contract?
wanted to be political about it, as we've discussed? Someone's just
Perhaps.
maybe this has all been put in under some
Alex
pressure.
says, "Will you be satisfied if Ukraine is banned after this?"
We
No,
don't
no,
want Ukraine
no.
to be banned.
No.
Because-
Never in a million years would any of us
We
would
want
that.
every country to be able to come and represent.
Yes.
That's what Eurovision is. We don't.
Absolutely.
Whether we agree with this controversy or not doesn't affect Eurovision, and that's the point. For us, it doesn't affect Eurovision. That's the point we want to make.
Yeah.
Those political things and people sharing art
Yeah.
shouldn't be controlling each other or influenced. Controlled, because yes, politics can influence art. Art will influence politics. But when you're
Right.
forcing that,
Right.
you're taking some of the meaning of what Eurovision is away, which is people coming together.
And
There is
on
there is a nice
simplistic
there is a
level-
nice there is something that we need to talk about. Maruv was chosen to Eurovision after withdrawal of Tahayana, so it was a wild card. Maruv came on a wild card.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
And I don't know what does it mean in terms of the competition and the results and the fact that Maruv won, I think.
Right.
But that's what you wanted to point
So
out.
Cami said, in most countries, they sign the contract before the national final, and whoever wins goes on those terms. Not in
Right.
Ukraine. So I guess she's implying that yes.
So the contract came after.
And Lulu, you're saying Maruv is not a Ukrainian singer. I don't. Okay.
Well,
All
even
right.
if she's not, it's fine. And I think many
I don't
countries,
know.
many
I
countries
don't know. I
send you.
thought-
Lots.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
let's face it. Switzerland. Was it Switzerland had Celine Dion?
Well, yeah. Come on.
Did they? Was it Switzerland that
Yeah.
year?
Yes.
Amazing
The
track.
Estonian singer to this year is Swedish.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
everything is fine.
Okay.
Well, now people are saying she is Ukrainian.
Okay. Well, obviously.
Well,
guys,
that's an
you
interesting
know,
point. So ESC fan, the main thing is that Mahmoud didn't refuse, and there was something that he wasn't going to accept for the
Okay.
first 2 days.
Why was that?
I don't know what was if you know the reasons why, but I remember reading something saying he
Okay.
hadn't decided if he was going to, and it took him a few days. So
well,
maybe there's a similar.
if you want to open up about Mahmoud, yeah, there is this. What's it?
Oh, what's this?
a link to an Instagram.
Okay.
Oh, and another link. Oh,
Ooh.
exciting.
Just your
That's
profile.
Maruv. Yay! Oh, yes, love
yes,
her.
Yes.
Love
yes,
her.
yes, yes.
Oh, that's
We can't
nice.
show you what we are watching, but yes. So if we're talking about Mahmoud, for example, the Mahmoud, it was a political
that
issue as well. And Mahmoud from Italy is
Born in Italy.
half Egyptian,
Yes.
half Italian. He sings some words in Arabic.
Yeah.
Some people accused him in.
Okay. But with that one, you're quite right. But the thing is, while Italy lurches towards populism, right-wing populism, isn't it interesting that Mahmoud is then selected? It's
Yeah,
the
that is-
media class, perhaps, or the creative arts, whatever, in Italy,
It's a very interesting
saying
point.
to the government, no,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. That's my interpretation anyway.
Sorry, we're just reading comments.
Sanremo Festival is not an actual national selection. It's a progression.
Oh.
It's a prestigious contest in Italy. Going to ESC is a bonus. Other winners have refused to go. Okay, so
Oh,
it's just more like
Right.
okay, do you want to go to Eurovision? Yes, no,
Right,
kind of thing.
okay.
And
But still, I guess everyone's voting knowing that that's going to be the
Yeah.
probable outcome.
But I don't know. I think I'm so glad Mahmoud is representing Italy. I think
Yeah, it's
this is what
It's lovely.
Eurovision is about,
It's
and I hope that and let's not forget Bilal.
Yeah.
Bilal, the
Yeah.
French singer.
Yeah.
There is a
Openly
lot.
gay, Muslim.
There is a lot of again. We are trying to separate politics from Eurovision, but the politics ticks in Eurovision like a 3 seconds
It's
glow.
because it's people.
Maybe
people,
that's
different
such-
places. It's
That's such a European thing. Do you not think that we would do that? It feels, or just human. That's what happens anyway.
so. Someone said they can't name her as Ukrainian when she has lots of concerts in Russia. Tamala is the only Ukrainian who does not show up in Russia. So that's interesting.
But are you?
That-
But those that made
Yes,
those comments,
okay.
I would like to ask you: are you supporting Ukraine broadcaster to demand this condition? I'm trying to understand what's your view on it, because I still didn't see some Ukrainians saying the broadcaster is right. That's what I'm trying to ask you.
Yeah.
Are you supporting?
Well, I think we've got some opinions that perhaps are a bit, shall we say, anti, and a few opinions that are a bit, more towards defending Maruv. There's obviously something that's making people passionate. A lot of comments about
We've
Jamala as
had.
well.
I hope the Verka Sadushka will replace Maruv. I mean, we can all dream, but
Verka
Verka.
Shadushka.
Now we didn't know that
Oh,
there was
yes.
controversy around that.
Yes.
We were reading about that earlier, and because
What was it?
someone may have to correct me, they said a line
Right.
in Russian, and it was goodbye. So it was kind of very much an implied.
Was there a song?
But we didn't know about that at
What-
the time.
Was there a song a few years ago? I can't remember. Please let me know, those that have more better knowledge in Eurovision. Where was there a song about Putin from one of the countries? Ukraine.
Was there?
Yes, there was something words about Putin.
Yes.
Can you, Georgia?
Yes.
Georgia. What Georgia? What
She
was?
says Georgia 2009.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Right.
you.
Okay, so this is maybe a cue for me to do a little bit of research.
So what happened there? We don't want to put in. Oh yes. That was the title. We don't want to put in. I
Maruv
remember.
might be in Tel Aviv in March.
I'm hoping she will come to Tel Aviv, and I'm hoping she's smashing there, and she will have a brilliant concert in where the Eurovision place is supposed to be. 29th of March is not a good date for us, UK. So, but anyway, let's move on.
We can't be there, I'm afraid.
We can't
but-
be there. We might Brexit.
We might be having our own little apocalypse now moment in the UK.
So someone here we missed. Ukraine has already paid the debt in 2016 when Russia did not let them. I guess Russia did not let them go. Then Euro made an amendment that they are out of politics.
Georgia refused to replace it. Okay, did they sing?
Now, I'd like to point out that it is an amazing pun.
Yeah.
It's
We
an
don't wanna
amazing pun.
put in.
All of Ukraine is in
Love it.
shock.
Love that. Love a pun.
Ukraine, yes, we are here for you tonight. That's why we decided to do this live show.
Yeah.
We feel your pain, especially all those Maruv supporters, like Goy here.
If you watched the video, I bought it immediately
Yeah.
before we'd even finished filming.
he just purchased it,
It
and
stole
I
me.
can imagine.
it's sad. It's sad. Well, it's happy to be here live, but it's sad that
Yes.
it's sad that these are the consequences, the
circumstances.
The circumstances.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is sad,
it's
and
sad.
we sympathise.
Lulu said, "I'm not in shock." Okay, all Ukraine is in shock too.
Two. Yeah.
So again, we've got opposing views on
Yeah.
our chat. That's what
Let's
it's
do
all
a quick
about.
vote from all of us watching it now. Let's do a quick vote. Thumbs up if you are happy, or no, smiley
Yeah.
or sad face. Let's
Okay.
get your mood. See what you're feeling. So just smiley or sad face. Let's
Smiley or sad.
let's just get a bit
Barris
of
has said, I'm from Turkey and we also can't join Eurovision anymore because of some politics reason and our government.
yeah.
It's
Sad. There
yeah.
is one
Sad.
sad face.
Sad.
A
Happy?
lot-
Okay, happy, yeah.
Where are you from, Lulu? Let's just
Happy.
see out of
Happy
interest.
again.
Fourth
Heartbroken.
bookie's favourite. Ooh.
Okay.
Heartbroken,
Heartbroken, sad.
Quite divided so far.
yeah. Oh, Lulu's from Ukraine. Okay. It's
Okay.
interesting to have
That's
a different
interesting to
opinion
have,
from
yeah.
the same.
But we said
Place.
earlier, Ukraine is
Yeah.
one of the biggest countries. It's
A
huge.
sad face.
It's the biggest country in Europe, apart
Smiley
from
face.
Russia.
It's quite 50-50 at the moment.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Mm.
and
very
it's-
interesting.
well,
Another-
I think
Sorry.
and
You should be asleep.
I should go check. What I wanted to say is, it's interesting if you guys are happy with Maruv not representing Ukraine. If you are happy because of the song content,
Yeah.
or because of the situation.
And
with
if you're
Russia.
happy, what do you want to happen next? Do you want another artist to represent, or do you want to withdraw from the competition?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you think,
The
because
only thing I like
we
about
are
the song
trying to
was the dance
understand.
beat.
We live in our bubble. We kind of fed up
Yeah,
by
we-
the news. We don't really
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Things like this don't really get reported in the UK.
This won't be on the news in the United Kingdom. It just
We
won't.
have a very privileged little
Yeah.
safe bubble, and
Well, let's face it, we have Brexit, so it's kind
I
of...
was
We
gonna
have
say,
our own problems, guys.
we have our own extremely middle class
I
problems.
mean, I'm hoarding things in the house in case we have no food, no medicine. You've got to stock up on your insulin. Things are brilliant over here. We've got a worthless currency. It's great. Just come and live here. Best country in Europe.
Okay, so this Ukrainian says, we hope the Ukraine will just withdraw from Eurovision.
Why do you
Okay,
want
okay.
Ukraine with withdraw? I think it's important for Ukraine to stay in the competition.
I think it's important for everybody as much as possible to participate. And there's a lot of crap governments and crap things happening in Europe, like everywhere in the world. And we wouldn't have a singing competition if politics came into all of the countries. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Come on.
So Lulu said she likes the song, but I don't think she is an appropriate candidate for Eurovision. I've
Okay.
seen that a lot. So what about her? Is it her or the performance that you don't think is appropriate? Because some people have said that. People have said, yeah, it's lovely, great, we love it. And then other people have said it's really inappropriate and demeaning.
Some very interesting discussions happening on our board.
Yeah, sorry,
Ukraine-
guys, if you are not answering to all of you commenting, because we're kind of missing. We don't have a control panel yet, so.
Well, and we are reading them. There's a lot that we are reading. There's some really interesting things being said.
That's an interesting.
you
Ukraine
can-
should withdraw.
Yeah.
It's the best option because whoever goes will receive hate. Sorry, Joe.
I tend to disagree. I think
That's an interesting
Yeah.
point. That's very interesting, Cami. Arguably, politics is half of why the reason that the ESC exists. It's made by public broadcasters, after all. I think there is an element of that. I'm not saying, but it's a nice thing, isn't it? It's a nice thing for us all to have a singing competition and for it to be really fun and just silly and camp and
coming together
extravaganza
and having
and
fun.
showing the world a
And-
little bit of Europe.
Because
You know-
if you talk to people who aren't from Europe
Yes.
and mention Eurovision, they just don't get it.
They-
and it's something
not the
really
first clue,
special
Not the first clue.
to have. That you can go to America and tell them what Eurovision is. They might have
Yeah.
heard of it, but they just do not understand
Yes.
the concept in any way.
Yeah.
And I think it's really lovely. It's,
all those messages that are talking about whoever is going to represent Ukraine in Eurovision will not get points from the jury, will not get points from the televote. I think we are jumping to conclusions here. I tend to believe that I don't know in terms of the jury, because I don't know how this process works, but in terms of the public at home, I think they're judging by the song and by what it made them feel.
I
The majority.
agree.
Majority.
I agree with that. I don't know how to pronounce that because I don't. It's not.
Hatul b'chitul.
There you go. Ukraine
Shalom.
always delivered.
Yes.
It's all about the show, Korean. I do agree that Ukraine have had some absolute bangers in the
Some of the
past.
best performances.
It's such a cool
Last
country for
year
Europe.
with
Yeah.
the piano in the fire, your Svetlana.
Svetlana
Yes.
Loboda, 2009. Oh my
and,
god.
And we have and all. I remember Ukraine is a very
Very
Ruslana.
strong competitor.
Come on,
Yeah.
A strong
Ruslana. Why?
Being- And what I would say is, being from the United Kingdom, we can only look on a country like Ukraine in awe.
Yeah.
Because
Our performance the last 20 years.
Our performance has been shoddy at best since 1997.
Yeah. I can't read the Hebrew. Loboda is a gay icon in Russia. That's interesting.
Okay.
Tell us more if you know
Just to let you know, guys.
TikTok, great
If-
song,
if-
great
great-
song. Gravity, also great song. And Be My Guest, another one of my Ukraine favourites. Sorry, I'm
Hebrew
done.
lesson quickly.
Oh.
Chatul bechitul.
Yeah.
It's cut in a nappy.
Love it.
What? It's what now? It's a cat in a nappy.
Yeah. Maybe
I
cut it.
think that's animal cruelty, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
but
anyway.
Sounds hilarious.
Alex liked It's My Time 2009.
Yeah.
Okay, I am gonna. Yes, you've got that one spot on. Spot on. That was one of our strongest ones for years. The rest are
And
pure
you're
shit
forgetting
pirates.
2015 Electro Velvet, the best UK entry
Oh my-
of all time.
What's that?
Wow.
That one that I love.
That is such a statement.
Okay, guys, we are
Wow.
not talking about the UK because let's face it, UK in the Eurovision is not something to talk about. So, right, let's see what.
Eurovision
I'm so hurt
has
right
lost
now.
a huge number of votes due to the fact that Maruv will not perform. Such a trick will not pass unnoticed.
Okay.
Maybe a lot of people might not watch now.
Alona says, I loved Jamala very much. Alona, I don't know if you've seen today what Jamala did to Maruv in the finals. If you haven't seen them, if you guys have a link to it, please paste it in. Please paste it in the chat box. I think Jamala put Maruv in a very, very awkward situation. Live TV, you don't do that. You don't
However,
do that.
you mentioned that maybe that's quite a normal thing. So, for instance, if you were in Ukraine and you went for a job interview, would they ask you political questions like that? That's a similar
Is it
thing.
some- it's probably
is it
some-
more normal to
Yeah.
openly discuss that than it is in the UK
I don't know,
to discuss?
maybe Jamala wanted to get some claps from the audience. I don't know. She forgot she can say that. She doesn't need to ask. She doesn't need to ask cruel questions. I don't know.
But maybe
But it
that's
may not be
how it's
rude. It may not
interpreted.
be-
That may not be how it's
Yeah.
interpreted at all. We're not living in a war. We're not living
Yeah.
through a conflict, and these two
But
countries are.
if a singer that comes to a competition to sing and know nothing about politics, that doesn't understand anything, being asked in a competition political question.
Well,
It's like asking Miss Universe how she will make peace in the world. It's like
not necessarily. I don't know how to respond in a way that could be broad.
I don't know. I'm a harsh interviewer. So I'm
Not
asking-
at all.
I'm
Not at
asking
all.
tough questions.
The tough questions, yeah.
You ask the probing questions. You are.
I'm drilling down.
You are Martin Bashir of this.
We will start wrapping our live show.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Thank
We
you
will
very much.
let's do a quick summarize.
Oh, Stephen's just joined. He said, "Is this true?" I'm afraid so. I'm
Yeah.
afraid so.
Greetings from Serbia.
Hello, Serbia.
Greetings.
Hello,
Hi.
Serbia.
I would like to say
Good
thank you
evening,
to Serbia
Serbia.
for my favourite Eurovision song of all time. Just
Which one?
didn't qualify. Sorry if I can't pronounce it correctly. Ljubav je svuda. Love is all around us. 2013, my favourite Eurovision song ever.
There is
Thank
a-
you,
level-
Serbia.
there
Thank
is a
you,
very-
Stephen from Serbia.
There is a very important question
Yeah.
from a guy that his Hebrew name will be Shows and Movies.
Okay.
And is asking us if you love Israel.
If we love Israel, well, I'm going to go and visit, and I'm sure I'm going to fall in love with it.
Yeah, you will.
I don't have the same emotional connection as my friend Isaac, but I'm going to visit. I'm very excited to visit Jerusalem and all of Israel. Yes.
I love Israel.
For you, it will be the second time.
Second time, I had a fantastic time. Everyone was super friendly, and for a very uneducated, privileged white person from the UK, I found it a very mind-opening experience.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what we're fed in the media doesn't reflect real life over there.
And of course, I'm going to go and see.
And it's beautiful.
Yes, it looks
Jerusalem,
gorgeous.
I'm not religious at all. Jerusalem was phenomenal. There's something very special about that place, and
My most favorite place in Israel.
Yeah.
As an Israeli, my most favorite place is the Dead Sea.
Stephen hated my favourite Eurovision song. It's okay. I'll let you off, Stephen.
So
Sorry.
The Dead Sea is my favorite place in Israel, and we are going to visit there as well.
That's an interesting point. Cami said, I know Israel will stage a fun, friendly and safe Eurovision. That is
hope
something
so.
I am fairly confident of.
We absolutely hope
Safe.
so. We want
Regarding the
everyone
fun
to
and
have a good
friendly,
Eurovision, regardless.
I don't know. Regarding the safe, probably 100% sure that they will put every effort possible with information, security information.
Yeah. And it will
detect
not
any-
be an issue. Whereas when we were in Lisbon, the security going into the arena was, you know, they were more focused on discarding our flag because it was too big than checking really what we had. And then when you had that stage invasion on the final show, it was kind of like, ooh, wow,
How
this
did
could
that
have
happen?
gone
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
nastily.
How did that
Because-
happen? Yeah, they didn't check us. I was shocked as an Israeli, and that I know what it is like to be checked in every mall I'm getting in. They didn't check anything when we went into the hall. Nothing.
Alex said, the best part about this situation is that you Brits talk about Ukraine. We are not forgotten. Thanks for that.
Yeah,
Our pleasure.
We
You're
can.
never
You know what?
forgotten.
You know what, Alex? In terms of Eurovision, we cannot forget you. It's like
Never.
always
Yeah.
bangers.
And-
Always it's like
And I know just from being a human and being a European, you think about people from other countries. We all have friends from people from other countries. Hello. And my partner's from Greece and stuff like that. And yeah, of course we think about you.
and what I love in Eurovision, and what I loved when we went there in Lisbon last year into the semi-finals, it's the party feeling when you got
Yeah.
to that, you know, and
Everyone was there for the same reason, which was to have fun
Yes.
and to respect each other. There was
Yeah.
none of this, oh, your song's rubbish, oh, you're from here,
Yeah.
we don't like you.
And it was
or-
exceptionally friendly.
It was
so
just-
friendly. Brilliant.
You know, after we left, we bumped into someone from Denmark, because their song didn't
Belgium.
qualify. Belgium.
Belgium.
And we were like, we're so sorry, you know.
Yeah,
we,
we're so sorry.
we got it for you. And
Yeah.
it was lovely. Everyone was coming together. It wasn't like after a sporting event where you're going, oh, better than you.
Do you remember the cool girl from Finland?
No, that's who I meant, sorry. Yes, the Finland.
Cool
No,
girl from
because
Finland.
Finland did
Why?
qualify. I'm sure we spoke to someone,
what are you talking about?
a girl on the train.
Girl on the train was from Finland.
Oh yes,
She was from Finland.
I thought
Yeah,
we
she
talked
was
to
from
someone
Finland.
whose country
Slovenia.
hadn't qualified.
Belgium.
Was it?
When we okay, so we
Sorry.
leaving the hall, arriving to the village, the Eurovision village, which was dead, like it was 12 o'clock in night, and then we were hungry because we are hungry. We need to eat after all this adrenaline
Yeah.
we had, and we couldn't find where to go. So we just started to wander in Lisbon streets.
Yes, we did.
And then we found those Belgian couple.
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah.
we talked to them, and then we said to them, "Where are we going?" And then we just
Yeah.
walked a bit further, and then we
Yeah.
found the best cafe
Ah.
ever.
Oh, it was so good.
It
was in the
was-
old. It was in the old
it-
town.
I think it was
wasn't
called Cafe
Castro. Was it Castro?
something. It was,
Something. It
great.
was fabulous.
Anyway, we've missed a few questions. Someone said, "Do we have favourites?" Where I've missed that.
Well, if you want to know our favorites, please
Do you,
check our videos.
Sapir, I don't understand. Do you have favourite? What?
What, Sapir? What are you talking about?
the favourite was.
No, I don't know.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
okay.
That if you're using other language than English, we are or Hebrew, because I know how to read Hebrew, we are finding it hard to read.
Yeah,
so,
we can't read, unfortunately,
Sorry.
that. So
But-
it's not an ode to Google Translate.
Yes, we like that. I like that comment that we're talking about them and making things heard,
Yeah.
and that's
It's
Yeah,
important.
that's everyone has a voice.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Do you want to sum it up? Your feelings about what's gone on, what happened today, and
I would just say that I think it's sad that politics has interfered in something which should be fun, should bring people together, should be just a way of countries just being silly and expressing themselves, and some countries take it more seriously, whatever.
Yeah.
But it should be fun at the end of the day. It's sad that it's kind of been ruined a bit for Ukraine, but
Yeah.
it appears they might have done it to themselves. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
confused.com. Still confused.
Yeah.
what's your
I'm
take?
gutted. I loved the song, and yeah, it's unfortunate. But on one hand, we don't know what it's like to live there and to
quite
go
right.
through that. So that's
Quite
why
right.
we want to do this, get some feedback from people who
Yeah.
are more closely linked to it and understand it a bit more. And I think that's another thing I like about Eurovision, that you learn things about other countries that you may not have been exposed to because of the way the media presents things to you. And you start following things and other cultures and learn more. And we all need to keep learning.
Yes.
Thank you for your sort of
Love the
closing
comments. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cami said, thanks for the live stream. Sorry if I've spammed the chat.
You,
We
Cami,
love the
No,
interaction.
we
yeah.
loved it.
Cami,
It
we
was
loved
great.
it. We learned.
Forbes says, look for my cover of Siren Song in my channel.
Hi from
I will
Italy.
do. Hi, Italy. Good luck.
Good luck, Italy.
We love the song.
We are sorry, Margot. Again, I will summarize that we decided to put this live stream and to talk about it, to let you guys vent, because I'm sure a lot of you are upset. A lot of you may be happy and you want to express that as well, this happiness, which is fine. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It was a bit weird for me to this live show because we were very serious. We usually,
Yeah, it did. It does
usually-
feel a little bit like we should have a panel show on Channel 5 about 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
So-
that was 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But we would like to say thank you so
you.
much.
Thank you.
First of all, for all of your views and the new subscribers in our channel, and the likes and the engagements.
I know it.
And we like the fact that you agree with us and love us,
Good
and
evening,
we
Azerbaijan.
and we're okay if you dislike us and dislike our opinions. It's fine as well. We are here for you. We are trying to make you feel good about yourself. We are trying to make you guys laugh. And Bailey is here to say...
Someone said woof, so
Yeah.
here is the Kelev.
Kelev. Hello, Kelev.
What do you think, Bailey? How do you feel about this? Oh, he
excuse-
just belched in my face.
Well,
he just
I mean,
belched in my face.
Probably about a second ago, I did the same twice. So, yeah.
I didn't hear it, so shall I
This
say
guy's
it, so-
asked, where are you from? We live in the UK.
Yep, somewhere in the London region. If you know the UK, it's not very big.
Yeah.
We're somewhere near London.
Thank you guys again. And we
Thank
will
you.
say good night to you all. And
night.
and
Good night, Europe.
see you all soon. Maybe we'll do this. Let's do this live show again on a happy, for a happy
Yes.
occasion. Oh,
Yeah.
really? Are you okay? And good night. And thank you again for all your
Thank you.
views,
Thank you.
subscribes. See you guys very, very
We
soon.
will, Stephen. We will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now I'm just going to press the button. I'll keep waving.
Wave like the queen. Wave like the queen. Like the queen. Like the queen.